Hello friends, I am Krishna Kanjani from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the online lecture series on kinematics and theory of machine. In this session, we will learn about the important chapter that is cam and follower. In this chapter, we will learn about introduction, classification of follower, classification of cam, terminology which are used in cam and follower, motion of the follower, and then we will draw cam profile. Okay, so let's start this session with introduction. Okay, so first of all, cam and follower. So it is an arrangement in which we are considering one element as a cam which is continuously rotating, and due to rotation of this cam, while we are keeping this cam as slightly eccentric, so now due to the rotation of this cam, the reciprocation, or we can say oscillatory motion we will receive on the other element which is in contact with that first one, that is known as follower. Okay, so cam and follower is an arrangement in which we are using one type of motion, that is rotary motion, as an input motion, and we will get output motion as a reciprocating or oscillatory motion. Okay, so now this arrangement is widely used in various mechanisms because it will give us the reciprocating motion as and when we want to regulate or we want to control that motion. Okay, here in figure you can observe that this first element which is having center over here, so with respect to this center point, this object which is slightly, we can say, in elliptical shape or in oval shape. Okay, so now this object will rotate about this axis. Now due to rotation of this object, the other object which is in contact with this first one, which is known as follower, it will reciprocate in this direction. Okay, so due to this rotation we will receive reciprocating motion, and that's why the second component which is having reciprocating or oscillatory motion is known as a follower. Okay, now how we will get oscillatory motion also? So now in this diagram, if you will consider that if the follower is having center point over here, so now due to rotation of this cam, it will oscillate in this manner. Okay, so cam and follower is a system which is widely used to get the control motion which is either reciprocating or either in a oscillatory motion. Let's observe this figure. So over here you can observe that this disc is rotating, and due to rotation of this disc, which is termed as a cam, the follower is reciprocating. Okay, so in this way we can obtain various motions. Okay, so that's why this cam and follower system is widely used. Okay, now over here if you will observe that the point of contact between this cam and follower, if you refer this two-dimensional figure, then over here you can refer that it is having a point contact. Okay, now in three-dimensional you can observe over here that it is, if you consider the width of this roller, then over here it will have a line contact, and when two mechanical elements which are connected having line contact or point contact between them, then they are termed as a higher pair. So cam and follower is the best example of higher pair. Okay, let's learn some applications where cam and follower system is used. So first application, that is for operating inlet and exhaust valve in IC engine. Okay, now you have referred the function of IC engine. Okay, so now how it will work? So over here you are applying first stroke, that is known as a combustion stroke. Now during combustion your inlet valve must be open while the outlet valve must be closed. Okay, so if we consider the first one, that is your inlet valve over here, so during the first stroke inlet valve must open and the second valve must close. So how we can get this arrangement? So over here these small objects you can refer, these are arrangement of cam and follower. Okay, so now continuous rotation of cam where it is producing slightly reciprocating motion for certain period of time. Similarly, for that particular period of time your outlet valve is closed. but for the fourth stroke, that is for exhaust stroke over here, so for your fourth stroke, if you will observe that at that time your exhaust valve will be open and your inlet valve will be closed. So how we will get this type of arrangement? So by arranging this type of system, that is cam and follower, if you observe this figure, then you can easily understand that while applying input rotary motion, we will get reciprocating motion as and when we want to obtain this reciprocation. Okay, so that is the best application which will help you to understand the function of cam and follower system. Okay, second, similar type of arrangement we can use in various industries, such as for automatic attachments in machineries, for paper cutting machines, for spinning and weaving textile machineries. Even in if you refer this paper cutting machinery, okay, so if you want to cut the section of paper, then by using this cam and follower arrangement, your cutter will be directly moving in or it will produce reciprocating motion and you will able to cut the papers. Okay, so in various mechanism, if you consider the feed mechanism in lathe machine, so over here you can observe that this rotary motion, now over here in this rotary motion your cam is having different shape, and that's why you will observe that this follower is producing this type of motion. Okay, so in this way you can obtain various oscillatory and reciprocating motion by simply designing your cam. You can design various types of cam, and with that particular design you can obtain the desired output motion that you want to develop, either in reciprocation or either in oscillation. Okay, so now next one, the classification of follower. How these followers are classified? So they are mainly classified into three categories. First one, that is classification according to the surface in contact. Okay, so how the cam and follower having the surface contact between them. According to that, they are classified into mainly four categories: knife edge, roller, flat face, and spherical. Okay, we will learn one by one. So first one, that is knife edge follower. So in knife edge follower, the contact surface between this cam and follower having a knife edge type shape. If you consider that this one is your cam, let's consider your cam. Okay, now your follower having the shape over knife over here. If you consider this one as a knife edge, okay, so the shape of your end of follower is in knife edge shape. That's why it is termed as a knife edge follower. Okay, now in knife edge follower, if you refer the function, then over here you will get that it is having a sliding motion over here, because while you are rotating the cam, the knife edge, the pin, or we can say the tip of this knife edge will be in a sliding motion over here. Okay, now due to that it will produce more wear over. Okay, so this type of follower, now they are rarely used in mechanisms because it is not preferred, because it have a small area of contact, and that's why it is having excessive wear. And due to this excessive wear, if you will use this type of cam and follower system, then you have to change the follower on regular interval. Okay, and another disadvantage, that it is producing side thrust. If you observe over here, so it is producing side thrust due to this rotation. Okay, so to eliminate these type of difficulties, we will use second type of follower, which is known as a roller follower. So now in roller follower, the surface which is in contact is in roller shape. Okay, so simply you can observe in this figure that due to this rotation, due to this rotation of cam, your roller surface, so here you will observe that this the contact between this cam and follower is producing rolling action. Okay, so rolling friction will actuate. Now compared to your sliding friction, always your rolling friction will have a lesser amount of wear. So that's why we are preferring roller follower compared to the knife edge follower. And that is the most important questions. Many times it is asked in short questions as well as for competitive exams, that why roller follower is preferred over the knife edge follower. Okay, so now over here you can observe simply that due to this rolling motion, it is having a lesser amount of rate of wear, and that's why we are preferring roller follower compared to the knife edge follower. Okay, and also the side thrust which is existing in this follower is also existing in the same way as we have observed in knife edge follower. Okay, so side thrust will be the same, only the advantage is that the amount of wear is reduced by using roller type of follower. Okay, now let's learn the third type, which is known as a flat face follower. Now, as the name indicates, if the surface in contact is having a flat surface, then it is termed as a flat face follower. Okay, so it is also known as mushroom follower. Okay, now the function over here, if you will refer, then in flat face follower you will have a surface which is in flat shape. Okay, now the side thrust between the follower and guide is much more reduced compared to your roller and knife edge. Over here you will observe that this side thrust will be reduced because you will have a large surface to make a contact. Okay, if you will observe over here, so due to this large surface length, the side thrust will be eliminated, or we can say that it can be reduced to certain level compared to your roller and knife edge follower. Okay, now the fourth one and the last one, that is spherical shape. Now with compared to flat face, if you are changing the surface in a spherical shape, then it is termed as a spherical face follower. Okay, so in spherical face follower we can reduce the stresses which are produced in flat face follower. Okay, all other fundamentals remains the same as we can learn in flat face follower. Okay, so overall we can say that according to the surface in contact, the follower are classified into 4 category. If it is in a knife edge shape pointed, then it is known as a knife edge follower. If it is having a rolling surface, then it is roller, flat face and spherical shape follower. Okay, so in this way we can classify the follower into first category, which is known as a according to surface in contact. Now let's learn the second type of follower, which is known as according to the motion of the follower, how the motion is occurring, either it is reciprocating or in a oscillating way. Okay, so according to motion they are classified into 2 categories. First, reciprocating. So if we have a reciprocating motion, that is in a motion either in a vertical or inclined or horizontal, wherever it is, but it must be in a reciprocating, or in other words we can say in translating motion, then it is termed as a reciprocating type of follower. Okay, now as you have referred in previous diagram, so in this way you will have a reciprocating motion. Now second one, that is oscillating motion. Okay, so if you refer this diagram, so over here the follower is having fixation from this point. Now due to this fixation over the other line, you will observe over here that it is having a oscillating motion. Okay, similar kind of motion you can observe. You can use different arrangements, and you can use this arrangement according to your applications where you want to receive the oscillatory motion. Okay, so over here in the second image even you can refer that how it is producing oscillating motion. Okay, so that is the second classification of follower according to motion of follower. Now third classification, that is according to the path of motion. Okay, either it is a radial shape or either it is in an offset follower. Okay, so according to path they are classifying into 2 categories. First one, let's learn radial follower. Okay, so now why it is termed as radial? Because if you will observe that the center of your cam, so from the center of your cam, if you will refer the path of your follower, then it is in a radial line. Okay, if it is joining in such a way that it is in a radial direction, then it is termed as a radial follower. So now what happens in offset follower? So in offset follower, this line of action, or we can say path of this follower, is slightly offset. Okay, it is not directly matching with the radial line of your cam. If you will draw the radial line, now it will be in this direction, so it is not matching with the radial line, but it is slightly offset, and that's why it is termed as a offset follower. Now offset follower will give you the advantage that it is if you refer the relative motion, then the surface is largely of sliding nature in case of the first one. but if you want to reduce the wear, then you can use this offset type of setting, and due to this offset setting your wear will be reduced to certain extent. Okay, so that is the third classification of follower, that is according to the path of the motion. So in such way we can say that classification of follower is according to the three types. Okay, in next session we will learn the classification of the cam. Okay, thank you.